Tambourine! Thank you, sir. Tommy, second, just quick band talk.
Yeah, bring.
I feel like you're afraid of the tambourine a little bit.
Dude, it's got a lot of moving parts. It's got the most moving parts of any single instrument.
I'm just saying, like, I'm shredding the axe like a boss. I got 2 guitars. We're going on this tour, and you seem like every time you use the tambourine, it physically scares you.
Those little rings are just like a series of blades. If I hit that thing too hard, that's gonna remove a finger. I'm gonna be out. I'm gonna be down.
Bruce, do you know any example of a time where a tambourine has slit a man's finger off?
I'm gonna have to look it up.
Bruce is gonna check it out, but I'm gonna jump on it. I think that has not happened.
Something doesn't have to happen before to mean that it could happen to me first. Look, I was the first kid on my block that I knew who turned his ankle. I'm the first one who broke his arm. The bad things happen to me first. I'm like a trendsetter, but for pain.
Do you ever report on the tambourine violence?
Honestly, I just got a bunch of orange slice pictures and I started looking through them.
Did you look up tangerine?
You wrote tangerine?
It was autocorrected. Let me go back. That's me. That's me. Tam. Tambourine.
Honestly, guys, I'm not sure how it's spelled. It could be that.
I feel like that's close. That kind of rings true.
Is that a tambourine pun? Because I like that. I like that a lot.
I kind of wish I meant to do that, but no, that was completely accidental. Look, we got me doing all the one-off instruments. I worked the cowbell. I worked the triangle. I worked that fucking death machine. That jangly death machine. We can just move it out. We don't gotta do Beatles covers from the early stuff.
I mean, you are a Beatles cover band. I feel like
Speaking from the founding members of the Bugs here, I think it's pretty important that we stick to early Beatles, and it's sort of why we felt you would be good for the team. So you seem like the same appreciation.
Yes, right. We got the 4 guys in the band who play the normal instruments, then I play the ones that the Beatles played like maybe once or twice in each song.
Yeah, but
we're the 5-man Beatles cover group, and I'm the one that doesn't play the normal instruments.
But you got it. We need you, man. When you think early Beatles songs, you don't think those 4 guys. You think the weird stuff. That's what you start thinking about.
I think of Mr. Postman. I don't feel like that was very tambourine heavy.
Listen to it again. Listen to it again.
Give it one more shot, man. It's in there.
I wanna hold your hand. Bunch of tambourines.
I don't know if that's true.
It's like a tambourine for each word. It's like emphasizing each word. I wanna hold your hand. Why are we doing this? I thought you said you learned the lyrics.
I did learn the lyrics, but that was each beat and not each word. Look, okay, I did go to music school, which is also, I feel like it's a little belittling for me to not actually get to play an instrument. I can play jazz saxophone. Just because the Beatles didn't have it in their group doesn't mean we can't have it in ours.
I think that's exactly what that means.
God damn it!
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
We need you to bring the group together. You're the peak on Everest in this group, man.
What?
You know, like the weird instruments, like the cowbells and the tambourines, are like the top of the song. That, hang on, this is a theory I just came up with.
Yeah, I've never heard anyone say anything like this before. You're saying like it's put together. No one built a mountain like a piece at a time.
Listen, man, I didn't go to mountain school, all right?
No one said you went to mountain school. No one said that.
This is just
It's plate tectonics. If you went to middle school, I feel like you should know how mountains are made.
It takes a long time, man. Millions of years.
Sure, but there's the top of it, which you notice first, and is the most prominent, and you want to get to, and you want to experience the top.
Like if you're flying at a mountain, like maybe, like if you saw a picture of them, if you're walking towards a mountain, you notice the base.
You see the base first here.
This metaphor's falling apart real bad.
I disagree. I'm thinking about, all right, you're like the climber climbing Mount Everest.
So it's fine. I accept it. The peak is the thing that you care about.
That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
See, I feel incidental. I feel like the little shitty sugar roses on a cake, and the first thing you do is like knock that off so you can actually eat the slice.
I love those roses,
Me
man.
too.
They're fucking delicious,
I think
right?
they're great roses.
Gonna need an A to C for tambourine.
Appears to be some kind of fog weather event.
Guys, this is Mitch back at the station. This isn't the twister that you promised us. This is fog. This is not going to get people to tune in.
Well, I mean, I hear you, boss. But I mean, we're out here. We might as well get some B-roll of the fog, right?
Just try and sell it if you can, because otherwise we've just wasted a day.
I'll try and amp up Death Fog. We'll get something going. Yeah, I'm feeling it.
I like the sound of Death
Fog. Yeah, let's just roll. Let's
Okay.
just. As you can see, Chuck, behind me is a violent spume of Death Fog coming from the miasma that is Lake Winnipesaukee. We don't know how fast it's moving, but it seems to be a really, really quick clip. Apology about the error in the weather reporting, but we think this is a very serious incident and we're going to keep you tuned. Back to you, boss.
Well, excuse me, are you guys filming out here?
Yes,
As long as I live near the shore of Lake Winnipesaukee, I never seen a news crew something big happening.
How often does this fog come out, sir?
The fog's pretty constant. I've never actually seen the middle of the lake.
You don't even know what could be in there.
I assume it's water and trout. I fish off the docks and we catch trout mostly.
But it could be possible that the trout are sort of advanced army for a larger, more violent species of fish.
I'm not really even aware of any violent species of fish. Certainly not lake-born ones.
I'm just saying we don't know what's in there. There could be a chance that a certain breed of trout has developed a taste for human flesh and could start jumping out of this water at any minute.
I don't sure. I don't think that's gonna happen.
You heard it here first. We're gonna edit that part out. Yeah, that was great work, sir. Great work.
Okay,
We might come back to be interviewing you later. Really important story with the fog going on. Weather is a really boring channel.
I assumed you were here because of the murders. The murders.
There's murders going on.
There's a serial killer in the town. He's been butchering up. Butchers. They call him the Butcher. It was very easy to name him.
So there's someone who's been killing butchers, and what are the police doing about this situation?
Well, I mean, I guess they're looking into it. I just teach middle school geography, plate tectonics mostly.
You can try and explain what those are at a later date, but I think we all know that's a made-up term.
That's entirely false, but I'm not here to preach basic science.
Let's talk about the serial killer. Is it true that a serial killer could possibly have been born in the fog and come out into the town and is murdering butchers and other craftspeople, blue-collar workers?
I don't feel like do you mean like in a boat? Because a boat wouldn't be a very sterile place to have a baby. That'd be dangerous for the child and the mother.
So boats are unsafe here. That's what you're saying. This is a public service announcement about the unsafe boating activities in Lake Winnipesaukee.
Look, the lake is 100 yards across and no more than 8 feet deep at its deepest depth. We put some trout in there. I don't think anyone's dying in the lake.
But there is a murderer going around.
Yes, there is a serial killer, and I feel like you're losing him to lake stuff, and I don't know why.
The watchers of the Weather Channel care a lot about lakes, fog.
What are your feelings on
weather
this?
events.
Am I alone here?
I mean, it's a pretty cool lake as far as geographical instances. Like you normally don't see it this far inland in Mississippi. Like it's mostly we cover a lot of river deltas.
You don't see lakes inland? That's the only place you can see a lake.
I'm trying to teach these kids, it's not fucking easy. Just trying to teach them some science, like Like, here's how you make a website. You think they care? You think they care about it? They don't fucking care.
Some of them care. I mean, some of the kids are doing well in your class, and it's part of the teacher's burden that not everyone is going to be interested all the time.
All my kids will learn. All my kids will pass, or I'll shoot myself.
Whoa, Mitch, we've worked together for a long time. Like you're one of my best teachers here. That's intense.
I just believe that if I'm not an effective teacher, I might as well be a dead one. Am I alone in this?
Well, firstly, I'd like to say that I think the least effective teacher that you could have is a dead one. I feel like if effectiveness is your goal, then staying alive has got to be step one.
I feel like you're parsing here, like dead teachers, live teacher, the bad ones, you gotta ice them. And I'll do it myself, really, I will.
Mrs. McCall, what do you think?
I'm sort of buying what he's selling. I don't know.
What?
Kids just don't like Latin nowadays, and it makes me wonder, what is the point of taking another breath on this earth?
Well, I don't think anyone's enjoyed, except for a select few people, no one has enjoyed studying Latin probably since Rome. It's difficult, it's hard, it's important. Computer science is important, Latin is important. You're not gonna reach everyone, that's the reality.
But what's the point of doing? You see their empty faces. You see them drooling off and scratching on their desk. You see them making out at the back of the room.
Oh, that's the worst. I just want to when I see them make out.
And it just makes me want to take my cats into my car and like leave the engine running, you know?
Okay, first off, have you tried like handing out detentions? No one should be drooling or making out in class.
They eat the detention slips. They don't believe in them.
Well, it sounds like the school has gone to bedlam and that I haven't been notified. Children are eating detention slips?
Like they're candy.
Like they're candy, Principal. They're so hungry. You gotta feed them.
You literally have to feed kids. That's just true.
It's hard to teach hungry kids. And if I can't teach them, then